Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Drop the Tea. And I very much appreciate you guys for coming back to my channel. So we're going to get some housekeeping out the way. Oh, let me put my banner up here. Let me put that up here. I can put my banner up. All right, everything I say on my channel is alleged and in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. And it's all alleged and in my very own opinion. It's for entertainment purposes only. And guys, I very much appreciate you guys for coming back to my channel. So we're going to get some things straight here, but we're going to wait for the 10-minute mark because I'm really mad. And I usually don't get on here when I'm mad because I try to keep my little thoughts and my emotions to myself. But like I said, I'm going to wait till the 10-minute mark before I can say what I really want to say. Now, you have got me really upset with you with your little clip that I've seen about the things that you've been doing here. And I was really trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, Nell, but you have shown me differently about you. Now you're on the other side. Now to me you're the op. So I'm trying to figure out, was you really Melody friend? Or were you trying to me, from the things you have been showing me and the things I have been seeing, were you really trying to counsel Mel and Martell, or really counsel Mel so she would stay with Martell? So that's what it seemed like to me, that you were trying to counsel Mel so she can stay with Martell like you stayed with Chris. That's what I'm getting from you now. Because where do you get this do girl? The only person I hear to say do girl, and where I got it from and heard say it, was Martell. So now all of a sudden you got this saying do girl. So now you got to be a do girl now? Really? So what has Melody done to you, Nell? What has Melody done to you? Besides not give you a name tag. Nell, you was too old to act like you act. Why are you all of a sudden hanging out with these younger women? It's all right now to go out to birthday parties that they have. You come in for a little bit, show your face, maybe have a drink with them, and you and Chris going about your business because they're not your age. Or if they're your castmates, it's okay for you to go over there for a minute and you and Chris keep it pushing and hang out with some people your age. So I'm missing the point here. Is it, people who do this to me miss something in their childhood or something? Did you not get to enjoy your childhood now? Because why do you want to hang out with these people here? Why do you want to hang out with Letitia, Stormy, and Destiny now? So I'm trying to figure this out here. So I don't know what it is that now all of a sudden it seems like you picking a side now. What has Melanie done to you? Because it seems like to me all of y'all is jealous of Mel because y'all doing something, because she's doing something that y'all regret that y'all didn't do or wish that y'all had done. where y'all should have allegedly left your husbands when they was cheating. Allegedly. Let's just say that. Y'all see Melody living her best life, and y'all wish y'all had to did that. Is that what it is? Did y'all think that Melanie was going to fail when she left Martell? So that's why y'all was scared to leave y'all husband, because y'all knew that y'all couldn't succeed like Melanie did, or y'all was too scared to do it. But y'all see that Melanie done it, and she's doing really well for herself. So what is the problem? So now I'm side-eyeing you now, because I was trying to really give you the benefit of the doubt that you were there for Melody, but now I see you're not there for Melody. Maybe you was trying to get close to Melody to get more camera time. Is that what you were doing? Now, supposedly, you guys are going to have a spinoff, and I would not be watching it because I don't deal with backstabbers. I do not deal with nobody that is a backstabber. And now at my big age now, I will cut people off in a heartbeat because I don't have time. I don't care how long we've been friends. We could have been friends for 20 years, 30 years. I don't care because I don't have time to play games. So what is your angle here, Neil? Is allegedly, in my very own opinion, are we missing something? Is production telling you to do this? Because I thought you were Mel's friend. Now all of a sudden you're sitting there telling Chris that Melody wants you to be a do girl. A do girl. Why would Melody want you to be a do girl? Now Melody ain't been wanting you to be a do girl. You ain't been saying Melody wanted you to be no do girl. Now why all of a sudden now you talking about Melody wants you to be a do girl? Where did that come from? Where did that come from? I know where it came from. Now all of a sudden you saying do girl now. And I'm just making sure you guys can hear me here. Let's make sure. Put a 1 if you guys can hear me. Put a 1 if you guys can hear me. Yeah, but like I said, I don't trust you no more, Nell. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt at Mimosas with Melody. I really did. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt because Melanie said that you were her friend. So I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt. Melanie said you were her friend, so I was like, okay, we're going to ride with that. Melanie said you were her friend, so okay, we're going to go with that. But you just keep on showing us that you're not her friend. You want to be with the in crowd. That's what you want to do. You want to be with the in crowd. So is it that if everybody gang up on Melody, they'll get more airtime? If everybody gang up on Melody? So I want to know, where has Melody asked you to be a do girl? Are you mad that Melanie came at you because of what you said on that on your confessionals, or what you said when they were interviewing you and Chris, where you said that you don't think that she should have put Martell and Jay? What do you mean? If somebody would have done that to you, with a picture of you, sending it to you, would you would have put him in there? Would you would have went to the authorities? Everybody got sons. But if your son do anything like that, he has to be punished for it. So what do you mean? Oh, because your son has been allegedly put in jail. Excuse me, Jay. Black men shouldn't go to jail if they do something wrong. If my sons do something wrong, I expect them to be punished. And if they had a wife or a girlfriend or ex-wife and they did that, I would expect them to be punished. I'm not going to hold them up in their wrong. So it looks like to me, y'all the do-wives on the show. So I'm going to start calling Letitia, Kimmy, and Nell, y'all the do-wives on the show. Because y'all want to keep y'all husbands. So y'all going to ride with whatever they say and do whatever they say. And then allegedly, in my very own opinion, you know what I think is going on here? I believe that Martell got some on every last one of y'all husbands, and y'all don't want to get him upset because y'all don't want him to come out with it. So y'all don't want to ruffle his feathers too much because y'all don't want him to tell on y'all husbands. That's what I think it is. How about that? So a woman who would turn against you like that you've been knowing for years, you can't be trusted now because you will turn like the wind. And now I'm starting to believe everything your stepdaughter said about you, Lexi, that we're going to find you out. And we show finding you out now. Because the way that you talk to her, your stepdaughter, me as a woman and as a wife, I wouldn't have never excluded my stepdaughter out of anything. If my other kids was getting a nice car, my stepdaughter would get a nice car. It doesn't matter because you said y'all got a lot of money. So what would it hurt for you to get Lexi a nice car? What would it hurt? Why didn't you get her nice things? If your other kids and your niece was getting nice things, why didn't you get her nice things too? It didn't matter if her mother was getting child support. You said y'all got the money, so what was the problem? So now, like I said, I believe what Lexi said, that her mother was still married to Chris when you was married with her. I believe you got pregnant with the other one, your other son, while he was still married. I believe it. Because right now you're showing your stripes. You're showing us what it is. And I was trying to be nice to you because Mel said you were her friend. When I saw you at the mimosas with Melody, I took a picture with you. I was nice to you and Chris because Melanie said y'all was her friends. And this is another thing about me. My character, who I am as a person, means a lot to me. My word is everything to me. I'm not going to get on TV and act one way, and then when I'm off the TV, act another way. I don't need that airtime if it's going to come between me and my friend. I'm not going to go against my friend for other women who I know don't like her, who don't mean her well. But see, this is the thing. You will do anything for fame, I see now. And then I was over there looking at Trending's channel as well this morning, where they didn't show where when Melanie was sitting at the table and all of them kept on ganging up on her. Melanie cried, but they don't want to show us that Melanie was crying. They don't want to show that. Because they want to show like Melanie, the mean girl, or she don't have no emotion, or she don't have no feelings. Do y'all understand that if it wasn't for Melanie, none of y'all would be sitting at that table right now? We would not even know who you are. Melanie could have got some different people to come on that show with her. But you know what? Melanie didn't know that y'all was going to snake her like this. She didn't know it. She did not know that you guys are going to snake her like this. And especially you, Neil. Now you're old enough to be Melanie's mother, and most of those girls on that, women on that show, you're old enough to be their mother. And this is the thing you do. Talking about Melanie wants you to be a do girl. When has Melanie ever asked you to be a do girl? When? And like I said, I believe that you were counseling Mel to stay with Martell. I don't care. That's what I believe you was doing. You were counseling Mel to stay with Martell. And I believe that's why Mel stayed with, that's why Melanie stayed with Martell so long. I believe, and this is allegedly in my very own opinion, you were counseling Melanie to stay with Martell like you stayed with Chris. That's what I think you were doing. You were counseling her. I believe behind the scenes, allegedly, that you were having sidebar conversations with Martell, and he possibly was telling you to talk to Melanie about how you stayed with Chris when he allegedly cheated on you. So I believe the reason why Melanie stayed with Martell that long is because you were counseling her to stay with Martell because you stayed with Chris. Now this is all starting to make sense. I believe that's why Melanie stayed with Martell so long, because you were coaching her to stay with Martell because you stayed with Chris. Yeah, that's what I think happened. And you low down, Neil. You're a low down, dirty dog. Hello, Linda Gamble. You're a low down, dirty dog now. I believe, oh my God, this all makes sense now. I believe Martell was having sidebars with you to tell Melanie to stay with him like you stayed with Chris. Linda, do you think Martell was having sidebar conversations with Nell, telling Nell to coach Mel to stay with him? I believe, I promise y'all, I believe that Nell was coaching Melanie to stay with Martell like she stayed with Chris. That's why I believe Melanie stayed with Martell so long. That's what I believe. I believe that's why Melanie stayed with Martell for them 5 years. Yes, that's what I'm telling you, Linda. I believe that Martell and Nell was having conversations, and I believe he was telling Nell to tell Mel to stay with him, telling Melanie that, tell Melanie that everything gonna be all right. Look how you and Chris made it. And I believe Nell was telling Melanie to, it's gonna work out, Melanie. You see how me and Chris are. You see how I hung in there, how we stayed together. That's what I believe happened. That's why Melanie stayed with him. That's why I believe Melanie stayed with Martell for them 5 years while he was cheating on her. You said Martell has court December 2nd. Yeah, I cannot wait for that to come out. This all starting to make sense. This is all starting to make sense here. This is all starting to make sense. making sense here. This is making sense. This is making sense. Nell was really coaching Melanie to stay with Martell. Oh goodness. That's what I think she was doing. That's what I think she was doing. That's what I think she was doing. I think that's what Nell was doing. And how, you know what? Look, y'all, I'm 50 years old. When younger people like my niece them, that's in their 30s, and my son them in their 30s, when they have parties, I will stop by there. Me and my sister and my cousin. I will stop by there, have a drink, and I keep it pushing. I don't sit there and hang out with them. That's not my crowd. That's not my cup of tea. So I'm trying to figure out, why do Nell, like when Stormy had a party somewhere out of town, I think it was somewhere. Why did Nell and Chris Fletcher fly out of there? And her son was there, Lance. Why do you feel there's a need to hang out with them, with that younger crowd? What do y'all have in common with that younger crowd? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What do y'all have in common? You have nothing in common with them. So I'm trying to figure out here. Did Nell miss her childhood? Did something happen? Does she want to hang out with these younger people? Because they have nothing in common with these people. Do you see Melody hanging out with these people? Melody will go, like if they have something. What you say, Linda? Let me try to click on your comment. You said Nell is miserable in her marriage. Nell needs to pipe down. This is one of my family members here in Texas. What? What? You say he's still one of your family members there in Texas? What? You said she's trying to be young again, Linda? Because Nell is tripping. Oh Lord, when that get out that Chris allegedly is seeing somebody there in Texas. Oh my God. Oh, Chris is seeing somebody in Texas? So I think that's why she try to, everywhere Chris go now, she try to be with him everywhere. You think that's why she trying to tag along with him now, Linda? Because it's like she, and you know what? Remember when they was on that girls trip, they was acting like they couldn't be there without their husbands. They act like they can't go on no trip or anything without their husband, like they scared their husband's gonna be doing something while they gone. If you can't go out of town and leave your husband in by themselves, and you scared they're gonna do something, honey, you don't need to be married. Because, honey, I get up and go all the time without mine. I get up and go out of town to mimosas with Melanie, and I just came back from St. Louis. I was gone for maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe 3 or 4 days. If I got to sit here and watch a man, I don't need to be married. If I got to sit here and watch a man, I'm not sitting here watching no man. What you say, Linda? You said Chris had a girl in Houston also? You say he got a girlfriend in Houston? What, Linda, what, he got a woman in every area code? No, Linda. So Linda, when they was there down there in Texas, for that trip Neil them had planned. You think he was sneaking off to go see that girl? Wait a minute. Was Chris leaving to go see that girl when they was down there, Linda? Wait a minute. I'm trying to see this other comment here. Wait a minute, Linda. I'm trying to see these other comments you got here. I'm trying to see. Wait a minute. So I wonder, Linda, with that when they was in Texas, did Chris sneak off to go see that woman in Houston there? What? Oh Lord, Nail for the be back in the bed, because you know last time he was allegedly cheating on her. Nail was in the bed for a couple of months. Nail for the be back in the bed again. Well, Lord, when Nail find out that Chris got a woman here in Houston, got a woman there in Houston, Nail for the be back in the bed. Somebody else gonna have to run that daycare. Wait a minute. You said Chris Martell and Marceau were sneaking in the side chicks. They were sneaking in the side chicks. Chris Martell and Marceau were sneaking in the side chicks. Well, what was T-shirt when Marceau was sneaking in the side chicks? So maybe Letitia was asleep because you know they had slept in separate rooms while they was there in Texas. Do you think? Well, no, Tisha would have came in and knocked on the door. Wait a minute. These some low down dirty men. These men be cutting up. Like I say, I don't have no problem with being by myself. I'm not putting up with no cheating. It's dangerous out here now. I'm not putting up with nobody cheating. I don't care how long I've been married. I'm not putting up with nobody cheating. No. You can go head on. Mm-mm. Chris, because you know on camera we see Martell with somebody. Do you think production, Linda, saw Marceau and Chris sneaking people in, and they just not showing it? Linda, these people, what the heck is wrong with these men? Oh no, they can kick rocks. They can kick rocks. I don't care how old I am. I don't care how old I am. If my husband's cheating on me, we gonna get a divorce, and that is that's a deal breaker. Another child, AB, and cheating, that's a deal breaker for me. I don't care how old I am. You said, wait a minute, Linda. Let me see. What's this comment you said? You said I'm here in Texas, and the girl told me something about the Houston trip. Wait a minute. What she say, Linda? What she said? Wait a minute. Let's see. You said production has butchered another of the Houston trip. Oh, so production did see stuff, but they didn't chopped up the tape so we can't see it. Because I believe if they would have put that out there, because Letitia and Marcel already say they do not want any of they, if they were cheating or anything they were doing, they don't want none of that out in the public. So if that was the case, they have edited that out. So yeah, we're not gonna see if allegedly, yeah, I see my banner, allegedly, if that was caught on tape, they done took that out. Allegedly, if that was caught on tape, they done took that out. what's wrong with women. I wouldn't want to be with my husband if I knew another woman and had him. Do y'all know? I was just looking at this thing on over here on YouTube, where this lady, she was talking about the man she was dating. Then she found out that he had the H, but she said they had went to a strip thing, and she kind of thought that he might be, G. But she said she was on her way to the bathroom, and he was talking to another one of the dancers. As she went to the bathroom about peanut butter. Then when they broke up, she found out that he was H positive. That's why I say it's dangerous out here. It's dangerous out here. And like I said, I haven't dated anyone in over 20 some years. So it's bad out here. So I I just be by myself. But I'm not going to put up with no cheating. Or no baby. I'm sorry, I can't do that. Linda, you want to come up here? Wait a minute, let me see. Oh, send it to me, Linda. Send it. You get some stuff, send it to me, Linda. If you get something, Linda, send it to me. I'm gonna put the thing up here. Let me put it up here. If somebody want to come up here, they can. I'm gonna put the link down here. I'm gonna paste it down here for y'all. Y'all want to come up here? I'm gonna put the link down here. Whoever want to come up here, long as we respectful, I'm gonna put the link down there. I have put the link down here in case y'all want to join. Y'all know I'm new to this, so if y'all want to join, y'all gonna be respectful. Y'all can come up here. I have put the link in the comments down here, so y'all can come up here if y'all would like and say something. Yeah, Linda, if you get some information, send it to me. You said remember, wait a minute. Let me put this up here. Remember, one of Coleslaw lies, she said she has something she cannot give. She said she got something she can't get a. Wait a minute. Remember, one of Coleslaw lies, she said she has something she cannot get rid of. Allegedly. Allegedly. What? Was she? Oh, allegedly, y'all. This is for entertainment purposes only. Allegedly. Allegedly. What? Look, that's what happened. You run around here messing around with all these people. Look. Mm-mm. Linda, you want to come up here? I done put the link there if you want to come up here. These people out here is just nasty, and these women that want to stay with somebody. I got my own money. I got my own money, so I don't need nobody for that. I got my own, and that's going to where stay. Oh, okay. These people is terrible. I can't believe Nell just flipped out on Melody like that. I can't believe it. And if they do get a spinoff, I'm not watching it. I'm not covering it. I'm not watching it. No, ma'am. I don't fool with traders like that. I had one friend I had for over 20 some years. And a lot of stuff to me, people might not think is serious to them, or or sentimental to them, or it's a big deal to them. And when I have friends, I go hard for them. Anything, I don't care day or night. If one of my friends call me, or a close cousin that I'm with, and they need me for anything, I'm coming. I don't care if it's 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. If they need anything from me, I'm coming. If they need to borrow anything for outcoming, if I really don't even have it, I'm gonna give it to them. That's the type of cousin or friend that I am. And for my 50th birthday, I asked her to do something for me. Wasn't nothing big, something small. She couldn't even do it. And then I had a 50th birthday party. She didn't even show up. And that just broke my heart. And after that day, she and there was some other stuff going on too that I let slide. And once she didn't come to my party, and then she couldn't do what I asked her to do, then I started going back, rewinding stuff that I let slide. And I just made a decision like, nah, I love her and everything, but I just had to part ways with it. I'm too old for this. So when people not gonna be there for you like you there for them, you got to sometimes, take the blinders off, and you got to let people go out your life that you've been, been letting people slide all the time. So you got to let people go sometimes that you don't want to let go. But sometimes you can't see the trees from the forest, and then you go back and look at stuff. You see what you see what it was. You see things for what it was, but you didn't want to see it at the time because I've been friends with her. My son is 29. I've been friends with her for 23 years. 23 years, and I let our friendship go. But I love her. I wish her well on anything she's doing. But yeah, y'all. I wanted to get on here and talk about Nell. Like I said, I was over there on Trending. I was on Tea Talk with your girl, and just looking at just these clips, and then also shout out to these content creators as well. I was looking at clips from Tea Talk, Trending, and What's Happening, where I couldn't believe Nell was sitting there talking about Melanie like that. I just couldn't believe it. Unless something else is going on outside of the show that she's saying that Melanie want her to be a do-girl. And the only person I hear her say that is Martell and Destiny. So if maybe something else going on outside of the show that we don't know about, but from what I know that Melanie doesn't do that. And then for you to be a friend to her, and and then you go on here and sit there and talk about her like that, and she got you on the show. And just all these people is crazy. You get on the show and then all of a sudden, oh, Melanie this, Melanie that. So were you just acting like you were her friend to get on the show? I cannot with these people. I cannot. And that's why I really don't talk about none of them other people on that show unless they really, really, really just get under my skin or what have you. I just talk about Melanie and Martell, who are the main characters of the show. That's why I really don't too much talk about Letitia, Kimmy, Ken, Trish, Stormy. I don't talk about them because I don't want to give them no shine. I'm talking about the person who is the show, and that's Melody. But for Nell to get on here and talking about a do-girl, and like I said, all of it's starting to come together now. Y'all is jealous of Melanie because she had the courage to do something that y'all couldn't do. Leave your husband for cheating. And I believe all of y'all thought that Melanie was going to fail and come back to Martell. But she fooled all of y'all. She's making it and she's doing better with y'all. Y'all mad that y'all got on y'all platforms and couldn't do what she doing. Because quiet as kept, Melanie can really lead that show and she'll be just fine. But I don't want her to lead the show because I like seeing her on the show. I like seeing her, seeing things that she's doing. But even though I follow her on Instagram and TikTok, I still like to see her on the show or what have you. Now, if she get her own spinoff of her own show, then yeah, I would. There's no more me watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. If Melanie get her own show, I'm not watching Love and Marriage Huntsville no more. If Melanie can go to court and they let Melanie have her and the 4-piece chicken McNuggets, and Melanie make her own show with Miss Van, Melanie, and Don and the 4-piece chicken McNuggets and her other friend. Hey, I watched that show. There will be no more me watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. Look, if Melody, the 4-piece chicken McNuggets, Miss Van, then she can have Don on there, Lauren, her other friends on there. That would be a great show idea for Melody. To show how she got divorced with 4 kids and how she rose up like the phoenix. If Melanie could do a show like that, I would be so happy if Melanie go to court and they let her get her kids back on TV. That would be so great. Because look what Melody has built with her platform. And the other ones have not built shit with theirs. That's why they mad. They did shit. If that show was to end tomorrow, what can they say they got from being on TV? Look at Winter. Winter done build herself up from the show. Look at Sunny. She done build herself up from the show. Latrice from Bell Collection. She done build herself up from the show. What have these other people done with their platform? Not shit. Now, another thing. If they had the fan base Melody had, would they be saying all of this? They just doing this bullshit because they don't have the fan base that Melanie got. If they had the millimeters or whatever shit they would call their fan base, they wouldn't be doing this. They just mad because they don't have a fan base. They not likable. But all these other people now who don't so-called like it, Melanie, at one time they did. It's just terrible. But I'm gonna keep on riding with Melanie till the wheels fall off. I'm gonna keep on supporting her. I'm gonna keep on buying her products. I'm gonna keep on going to Mimosas with Melanie, Winter Wonderland, Summerland, Springland, whatever she have. I'm gonna keep on going. So she gonna have support. So the millimeters ain't going nowhere, baby. So whatever Melanie do, we're going to keep still supporting her. So y'all think by y'all get on here doing all this stuff that the millimeter's going somewhere? Well, I'm going to speak for myself. This millimeter, ant, whatever you want to call me, ain't going nowhere. Every TikTok she do, I don't care if I have to be on my phone on TikTok. Riding around in my car, I'll be having my phone. When Melanie be on live for TikTok, I take care of my business with my phone and my purse on TikTok. If I'm in the grocery store, I have TikTok live on with my phone on, watching Melanie on TikTok. If I'm cleaning up, the TV is on for the TikTok live. The phone is on for the TikTok live. So I'm going to support her. I don't care if she was on at 5 o'clock in the morning at TikTok live. I will set my clock a timer to make sure that I'm on the TikTok live. If I got to take care of some business, my phone going to be on the TikTok live. If Melanie says she's going to Africa for Mimosas with Melanie, I'm going to make a way so I can get over there. How about that? Mela Ant is coming over there. But now, you already see you for what you are. You ain't no good. You a user. You a fake friend. And like I said, I believe, and allegedly in my very own opinion, Martell was having sidebars with you, coaching you to tell Melanie to stay with him, like you did with Chris. That's my opinion. Allegedly, and in my very own opinion. And Do Girl, only person that said that is Martell and Destiny. So that's where you got that from. So why would you all of a sudden say that? She ain't been you ain't been saying Melanie wanted you to be a do girl. So now all of a sudden you're gonna say she a do girl? That she wants you to be a do girl? Like I said, Melanie needs to cut you off. Now, Melanie's a grown woman. She do what she want to do. But from what you done showed me, you can't be trusted. And you've been going riding around here, riding with Storm and them at their parties and things like that. So now I'm here to believe that you, when they was over there talking about Melanie, you was over there talking about Melanie too. So now I got to cut you off. So now I gotta unsubscribe from your Instagram. I don't want no parts of you. I want no parts of you. So I ain't gonna get on here, nail and call you no names and nothing like that. I'm just gonna unsubscribe for you. That's all I got to do. I'm gonna call you nothing, but I know out your name or nothing. I'm just gonna unsubscribe from you. That's it. But it's just sad that you can't trust nobody. And that's why I only hang out with my sister and one other cousin. I don't fool with nobody else because you can't trust nobody else. But guys, that's all I wanted to get on here and talk about was Miss Nell and the things that she was doing. And then also, yeah, let me just say a little something about the Bell Collective when Carlos King, Marcel, and Glenn was on there. And Carlos had the audacity talking about that Glenn and Marcel Weiss, Letitia, and Latrice live a good life. They live a soft life. So was you throwing shade at Melanie? What was it? But let me just ask you this, Carlos. If Glenn and Marcel leave both of them, can they both survive on their own? If, God forbid, one of them gets sick, can they survive on their own? Can they hold the fort down? Can they hold the house down? Can they hold the bills down? It's all right for your husband to be able to hold the house down, but if he gets sick or can't do nothing, can they hold it down? I've never wanted to be a housewife and not know how to do nothing. So, Carlos, if Marcel or Glenn got sick, can their wives hold the fork down for them? Can their wife pay every bill there? Can a wife go out there and make money to hold a house down? Since you say they in their soft girl era, if their husband got sick, are they gonna be able to hold the house down? But I know you was Carlos was throwing shade at Melanie because she worked to take care of her kids and her house because she don't have no help. Because deadbeat don't do nothing. He don't contribute to anything. But he want to run around and say he a good daddy. But Melanie got to foot the bill for everything. Oh, I got my kids in attendance. Is you paying for any of the attendance? Is you paying for any uniforms? Is you paying the fees and dues that go along with their lessons, sir? Anybody can keep their kids. Anybody can send their kids to good schools. But who's footing the bill? Who is footing the bill, sir? Yeah, you can say you put your kids in tennis or whatever, that you over the sports. But who is footing the bill? Is you paying for any equipment, sir? If they got to go out of town for travel, are you footing the bill for food, hotels, anything like that? You footing the bill for all that? Are you paying for Are you footing the bill for extra lessons? Are you footing the bill for the baseball? Oh, okay. Oh, I'm a good dad. You can be a good dad if you take the kids to school or whatever, because that's what you supposed to do. But when it comes down to paying for extracurricular activities, paying for their school, clothes, are you doing any of that, sir? I'm gonna wait for that. But like I said, Carlos, you always trying to throw shade at Melody or whatever. Anybody, like I said, can be in a soft girl era. But like I said, if any one of them gets sick, Marcel or Glenn, can they wives hold it down? Can they hold down the fort for their house? Do they know how to go out there and get money? Can they make money on their own without their husbands? So that should be your next segment. Don't nobody have to have a man on their arm for them to look good, for them to be somebody. Some people don't want to get married no more. Some people can check that off their bucket list. So let me ask you, Carlos, why you ain't married? Why we don't never see nobody, no man you with? So since that, where your man at? Where your African at? We'll never see you with nobody. Sugar daddy. Allegedly. Allegedly. Where your little boy toys at? Allegedly. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of your snake looking pea face ass. I'm sick of you, Carlos. Where your little playthings at? Where your little fake imaginary man at? Where's all these fake imaginary men that you're supposed to have? You're a disgraceful man to get on with this thing and talk about and try to tear up black women. You always getting on here talking about somebody else marriage and shit like that. Where is your fake imaginary African man at? Where is he at? You ain't got one. He made up. He's imaginary. But I bet you, and allegedly in my very own opinion, you got some little boy toys. Sugar daddy. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you, Carlos. I'm sick of your ass. Now get your ass somewhere and sit down somewhere. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm just sick of these people. I don't usually come on here and say nothing about these people, but I'm sick of these damn people. And I'm sick of fish face. You don't know who that is? That's Carlos King ass. Well, pea face. Oh. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna come back on after Love and Marriage Huntsville go off today, but I did want to get on here because Nell done pissed me the hell off with her two-faced ass. You try to give people the benefit of the doubt because Melanie said they is her friend, so I try to ride with that. Melanie said, okay, that's her friend. I don't say nothing. But what I done seen today, Nell, you are two-faced. And like I said, I don't know what happened in your childhood when you trying to go back and act like you're young. Because that's the only people I see who hang out with young people. It's all right if your kids have something, you go by and have a drink or two, and then you keep it pushing. You sit here, fly out, and everything else to hang out with these people. Don't y'all got some friends that's y'all age? But like I said, and I'm never wrong. Well, I won't say I'm never wrong about something, but 50-50. I believe that you were and allegedly coaching Melody to stay with Martell like you stayed with Chris. And I believe that's why Melody stayed with Martell, because you were coaching her to. Because if it wasn't for you coaching her, she probably would have been gone. And that's just allegedly and in my very own opinion. Do wife. You, Tisha, and Timmy are the do wives. How about that? Since you talking about do girl, y'all the do wives. I told you I'm sick of y'all shit. Kimmy used to have a backbone, but she didn't dumb down to be the wife. Because allegedly, in my very own opinion, I believe Maurice told her to pipe down or to bow down, because she don't open her mouth no more. It seems like she do whatever Maurice and Tisha tell her to do. But that's either here or there. Like I said, I'm going to come back on live. Once the show go off, I very much appreciate you guys for coming to my live. If you didn't catch my live, catch the replay back. If you didn't give me a thumbs up, please give me one up on your way out. I very much appreciate you guys very much for coming to my live. Give me a thumbs up. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And yes, Linda, please send me that information. I'm going to put my email address in my description box when you get it. And again, I very much appreciate you guys for coming to my live. And I'm trying to get better at this, because I usually don't go live. I just do pre-recordings, but I'm trying to get where I'm going live so I can connect more to my subscribers. So I very much appreciate you guys very much. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and please share my channel. Until next time, be safe and watch your surroundings. And also follow me on my other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and Threads. Drop the T.